Good morning, everyone. We are back. The PWBA Tour Championship Week. So we're starting event number 1 this morning, and it is on a 50-foot pattern, but it's only oiled, practically halfway down the lane and then buffed. So who really knows how it's going to play? I don't think that the look is going to be, super far inside right away, but I think with the volume of the pattern, it's going to migrate in. We did practice yesterday for up to 2 hours. I did not do the full 2-hour practice on both the pattern for today. It's a Classic Series event, so we've got this tournament and then cut to the top 12 after 12 games of qualifying today, and then we bowl another event starting in 2 days to then cut to the top 16 for match play. And there is a cut line too, so if you don't make the cut, then you can still make some money, which is nice. But yeah, so game plan, I brought in some of my sort of cleaner, quicker response just because the pattern is a little bit longer. So I'm hoping that because it is a longer pattern, I'm gonna find a way to match up again. And then the pattern that's tomorrow, or the next tournament, is a little shorter, 40 feet, I think, but I'll post that. So stay tuned and see how the first 6 games of qualifying go today.
Fifth frame to go by 12. Has it. Really good look.
Talk about a nice ball roll. Watch this. And she get it out of her hand nice. 2019 PWBA Rookie of the Year. Slaps that 10 out nicely.
Right frame to go back in front. Responds. Flirting with disaster again.
Okay, we are about to start round 2 of qualifying at the Rochester Open. These are the champions so far this year, and we've got 6 more games of qualifying to go. I had a decent look with the entity and the theorem, and then I just had to move left, and they actually got cliffy a little bit. If I missed right, sometimes it sparked and gave me a 3-6-10. And if I got it in, so not too cliffy, it's more of there was like a big burn spot to the right. It's not like when I got it in, it sailed like a house pattern, but my wrist, as you can tell, I've been wearing a wrist brace for this event. Last night at the practice session, just try to get everybody in there. Last night at the practice session, my wrist was really hurting. And then at the Pro-Am, I almost put the wrist brace on so that I could alleviate some of that pain. And then I woke up this morning and it just wasn't any better. Popped a little Aleve and threw the wrist brace on and kept the ball in front of me. It felt good. It's just I haven't really bowled with it in competition for a few years. So it was a little different. But going into the second 6 games, I do feel really good about the way that I'm throwing it. I'm about 15 pins per game behind the scoring pace for the top 12. So I need a few more strikes and to make all of my spares and to really limit the chances of splitting. So that's the game plan for the next 6. I do need some strikes, and hopefully I can be in this little winner's circle at the end of this 3 tournament series this week. So stay tuned. We gotta get to my starting pair for the next 6 games. Send me some strikes. that was fun. I bowled amazing the first game. I shot 290. I was super lined up with the entity. It felt great. And then we actually made the jump that very next game to the low end. I shot 240. It was pretty similar. We get to game 3 and that pair hooked a ton. I think I ended up moving at least 7 left with my feet and ball down. And then we get to the next pair and Brianna Cote, who I was following on my pair, she's bowling amazing, super consistent. She like missed the head pin right. And we were like, oh my gosh, so this pair doesn't hook nearly as much. So we had to all move back right. I bowled decent. And then the very next pair for game 4 hooked a ton again. Or I think that might have been game 5. It just hooked a bunch and I split every time it went through the face, and that just sucked because I would have liked to have had a couple more spares instead of splits and opens. And then in game 6, I had to switch to the dark side and keep moving further left and keeping the ball in front of me. It definitely played a lot different, and I was a lot more confident in my ball reaction, especially using the wrist brace. I feel physically so much better than I usually do at the end of these 12 games. So usually I'm just like physically exhausted and my wrist hurts a ton usually, and today I actually feel pretty good. So I'm bummed I didn't make the top 12 because I would have liked to have bowled another 12 more games of match play, but it is what it is. I cashed. I went 136 over, so for 197 over total, went from like 31st to 18th or 19th in the standings. Only missed the top 12 by 50, but it felt like a lot less because 250s, 260s were all out there. And so now we're at the hot pot and we're gonna have some late dinner and then go have some fun tomorrow while everybody else bowls, and then we'll qualify for the next tournament in 2 days. So stay tuned, stick around. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and leave us a comment. Let us know what you saw, what you liked, if there's anything you'd like to see. We're keeping these pretty well the same format just because of how much bowling we're doing, and the tournament formats are pretty well the same. So we will see you at the next tournament. Thanks so much.